party yesterday? So this is just a random freestyle. Read. So some, like, I don't know, something on my mind about this whole energy of this ungrateful, unworthy, feminine, probably really a man or a transgender woman that maybe has been connected telepathically. Well, not telepathically, because that would go two ways. This is like a shadow energy, like people born in the world, star seeds that have handlers from birth. Or that could be from birth, from your teenage years, or it can be from the time that you birthed your idea, by the time that someone seen that twinkle in your eye as being a star. This could be up to 2 years ago or something like this. This could be also an evaluation of who's going to be good and be quiet and allow for people to be murdered and trafficked and children to be harmed and witchcraft and devilish demonic energies to be used on regular people. Now, I feel like they've been doing like surveillance and targeting and oppressive measures to some of us since we were little. But I feel like it didn't start until, again, everything started to be done on earth as it is in heaven, which means just elevated statuses in society. Like, when it comes to the shadow government and those tactics, or political arena or entertainment. People seem to think that it's the breath of God or the people that were talking about these things, whistleblowers, that is the cause of this, but it's actually the filthy things that they were doing that now they're being done on regular people in society at a heavy rate. Rather, this is projected energy, okay? Some of it is just to mess with people's minds, and some of this stuff is actually going on all the time. So the day that we got all that rain here where I live, it was like 24 hours worth of rain. I mean, it was coming down. That was the first time I ever witnessed that in I don't know how long. I knew that something had happened possibly to this masculine energy. I think soon after that, the queen passed away. And then, I don't know, maybe it's something about the queen being a Taurus and this male Taurus energy, this Houdini husband energy with this scientific program that I think was going on with the government, which would have had me married to someone for 30 years or with someone for 30 years. But throughout that time, as I look back at my wedding pictures and pictures throughout time, it just seems like features and things change too dramatically and drastically. So it made me wonder what really was going on here and who am I? Okay, so I started to watch these episodes of this, especially, I don't know what season it is, but it was the circus. I call it the circus season on American Horror Story. And I promise you, something just blew up in my brain. Everything just made sense. Well, every series that I watch, it's almost like I'm connected to whoever was writing these things or doing these things. Like they've already tapped in my Akashic to know my story, my history, and also my future. Okay, so it's something about this where, again, I feel like people can resonate with a certain person in an episode, but it's almost like these things that I've witnessed or heard or sensed or picked up on in the past 2 years, it all matches out. Now, nothing is exactly the same, but there are features in these things that are just that, exactly the way it is, okay? So again, the roles can be reversed or switched. Roles, Acts, the book of Acts. Maybe that's what I'll have to go into next. So again, we have a Page of Wands energy, which is usually my hitman. Again, being an oracle or a seer of God. All right, these messages can be past, present, or futures. I say it could be anything that's going to happen 10 years from now to 1 hour ago, 1 hour from now, or 1,000 years ago. Okay, it's just the mindset that I have. Okay, this is the way that my gift works. I'm able to interpret lies, manipulation, mass manipulation. I'm able to kind of not read minds, but see what people that are connected to me. Again, these are people that have touched my garment or something throughout the years. So there's an attachment. So people that have touched my garments have touched other people's garments. And so whatever this is, this God energy in me is able to be transferred or transmitted through me. Okay. But again, we're talking about Israel and the Holy One of Israel. One has never committed crimes, but others have. There may be a twin or someone who is a sister energy that is connected to me. Maybe we were switched at birth. Maybe we were separated. Again, when I'm thinking about Siamese twins and being separated, I'm thinking about the fact that some of us have been chipped at an early age, again, with other people that we're going to take on. So when the Bible says that people will come to Jerusalem, that can either mean that these people are going to do right by somebody like me, because that's what it's supposed to be, or they could be trying to rent or exalt in a copycat energy that would have come on the scene way after me doing what I do, but trying to do it better with assistance, right? So it's almost like this person would be having a whole production to help her put on her performance. It's almost like taking the information from the architect or the creator and placing another face on it. Okay, also working with this face. This will be someone that doesn't even look the same as they did 3 years ago. They've been bleaching their skin and doing things to their face to make their fillers and things like this to make themselves look like someone like me. All right, so we have a page of wands here, which I feel like is a hitman, or again, someone who is discovering something. Like this is like, it could be a aha moment. Okay, this could be someone, a young person that is on the youthful, but like on the rise, or someone who is like a messenger or something, someone who is a runner or something like this. Okay, that goes from like a vagabond or something that does little jobs. Like they could be a hitman, or they could be someone who is one of these like I'm seeing like a bounty hunter that is like a rapist or someone to defile someone. This would be somebody sneaking in somebody's window or into their home in order to rape or penetrate or something like this. Okay, so this could be a page of wands. They'll do it for a bag, like a purse. They'll do it for a pair of expensive shoes or something like that. Okay, this could be people that are down and out, that need money. Okay, and so they will do these particular types of things. Okay, usually this has something to do with some type of action. The Ace of Wands to me. This could be also somebody that does this to masculine energy for some reason that's coming through. Because cup energy more represents the yoni or something like that, like female parts. Okay, and a wand more so represents masculine, the phallus or a staff or something like this. Okay, so again, when we're talking about your staff and your rod and your staff comfort me. Okay, this could be a masculine phallus energy. Okay, fallacy. I don't know why I just said that. But also it could be their friends or their angels or their disciples or their group or their gang or their whatever it is. Okay, so we're trying to see if anyone that may have been speaking about infertility problems, maybe at the age of 36 or 37 or a couple years ago, somebody's name that could start with a J. Okay, somebody that be claiming they be unpacking things, and they do, but it's after they watch and see what Unchained does, right? And then they try to emulate that or do a better job at it. Okay, So again, we have the full energy here, okay? So this is usually like a leap of faith or something like this. Again, this is in reverse. I feel like somebody's not going to take that. This may be, again, someone trying to give this information to see if I will still stay true to myself and see if they can try to condemn me or punish me or put me into some type of mental prison or something because of the information that I hold, try to shut me down or further restrict my channel or my platforms, okay, to cover up the nonsense and the nasty things that these people have been doing behind the scenes. So somebody may have a new muse, and then this is someone that they're trying to use, okay? So this is not even about any kind of revenge or anything. This is just a download, again, that's coming in very heavily right now with my gifts, and I have no choice but to speak on it, okay? All right, because then these people will continue to be able to do the things that they're doing, and then people will talk about them and they will be shunned or put into a mental prison or a mental asylum or something like this. And these things are actually happening to people and ruining people's lives, especially if you're gifted or you're an empath like me on a heavy level where people pulling on your energy or sending negative energy with the 8 of Wands your way, it weighs you down. This could be years that you could be lethargic or going to the doctors to find out if it's vitamin D or if it's this or that. It could be those things too, but it's also these people that have been working as a collective to attack a queen or an empress energy, okay? They probably could have been, again, closer to this masculine energy, which would be an emperor or empress energy. Excuse me. They even might have convinced this person to work against someone like me or their equal, okay? So almost like, well, if you go there, then you're gonna die. We don't want this energy to, we don't want this particular energy to grow, okay? It's too real, it's too truthful, it's too honest. This is gonna cause us to stop being able to do these dirty things that we do. So we'll make one in the likeness of that one, and you can bring it up here with you into the heavens. Or again, it's just an elevated status when you look it up in etymology, or elevated place, okay? Is what heavens, last time I checked, if I can recall, that's what it means. All right, the real heaven, I feel like, is within me, and that's why all these people are trying to get into my dome or my holy grail or my cup or my mind or my, like I said, capital dome. Being connected to the oldest people organically, naturally. Now, some of us can have been already altered to a certain extent where you might be a hybrid, where you may be, you know,